Hey guys, this is Tauna, and today we have the Secret Lair Countdown Kit. We're going to be talking about it. We've got a bunch of information to share about it. It's going to be launching in not too long, like only about a week away. We've seen a bunch of the cards already. Well, not a bunch, a few of the cards already. And there's been one that has been hinted at that is an absolute banger. And I do want to share some feedback as well about it because I really love the idea. I think it's a very awesome idea, but yeah, let's get into that in a bit. Before we do, make sure you guys head on over to our Ko-fi. Now, we're going to be running a special promotion. I've had a lot of unexpected expenses have come up recently. So if you want to show some support and get a custom deck list or something like that, we've got a custom code here, SLDCD. If you enter that as you're going to check out, then you're going to get 15% off anything you want to purchase, whether it's a deck review video, a deck review, custom deck list. That's our most popular. We've got some guy who's already bought 3 of them that I've done, and he comes out with some amazing ideas. So if you guys want to support, there's a special promo code that you can put in there. All right, so what is this thing that we're talking about? So the Secret Lair Countdown Kit it's kind of like an advent calendar. An advent calendar where you start at the start of December and you open up one per day. It's kind of like that. Essentially, you're going to get 26 individually wrapped cards. One is going to be for each letter of the alphabet. So you got A through to, Z. Most likely there's going to be an extra bonus card as well as, I don't know what letter that would be, but either way. Each of them is by a different kind of Secret Lair style and different artists and stuff. So they're all going to be different Secret Lair, full art, kind of borderless, all that kind of stuff. Everything that you love about Secret Lair is going to be within here. And it's touted as an encyclopedia of magic. So I believe that we're going to expect to see a lot of popular cards, a lot of callbacks from the past, that kind of stuff for each letter, right? We've got some staple kind of stuff in here, stuff that people already, love and everything. Just basically stuff that you would look forward to from getting from a Secret Lair, most likely. Now, as I said, we know some cards already, and we've seen some hints at some others. If we have a look at last time, so the 30th anniversary one, they did one for the 30th anniversary that covered 30 years for Magic, had 30 cards, one from each year of the game and stuff. There were some really great cards in there, like there was a Chrome Mox within there, there was Necropotence, a Lotus Field, a Birthing Pod, and that one was $150. Now, keep that in mind. That was the last time it was $150. Just hold that in the back of your head for a little bit. So let's go through some of the cards this time. So this is the current one, some of the cards that you're going to get from within this encyclopedia. And all the cards are set cards that you'll get. So I'm saying set cards, not set treatments or anything like that. So Demonic Consultation here. This is a crazy great idea, and I absolutely love this. It's really cool. Having a demon consulting someone is just a very interesting play on the card, and I kind of like these kind of plays on cards, right? Where you look at the name of the card, and then they've done the art based off of that, but taken it in a different way instead of consulting demons, yeah. Either way, it's a nice card and a interesting, costly card. It's $11, not too bad. We've got Llanowar Elves here. Llanowar Elves, a multi-format staple, right? Used in a whole bunch of decks across the board. Really kind of great card to see here. That's going to find a lot of use, but it is an insanely cheap card as well, right? Only 23 cents, but you're not in it necessarily for the value of that card. You're in it for how amazing the art looks. Next up, we've got Sol Ring. I'm not even putting the value of this one on here. It is Sol Ring. It is just a card that you get. You get it in every precon. It's used all over the place in Commander. Yep, that's a Sol Ring. All right. Then, oh boy. So, they hinted at this one. So it's not confirmed that it is. It is 99%, because if it doesn't get confirmed that it is, then what the hell are they hinting at here? But they said something coming back around. Maybe that's history doing its thing. Maybe just us releasing a sneak peek at Urza's Saga. Yes, this is an Urza's Saga showing up here. And oh boy, I absolutely love the art. It's amazing art. Urza's Saga is an insanely powerful and insanely great card to kind of see a reprint for here. And that's going to be like the chase, right? That's the Chrome Mox. most likely, if they went for a more expensive card than this, it's going to be, I don't even know. It would be incredible. But either way, Urza Saga is an insanely great card to see here. And then finally, we've got Wasteland. So that's, we've got a $10 card, a $30 card, a $20 card. That's great. The Wasteland here is just such a cool, like, movie poster here showing, what we've got. This is 6. I can't even remember. Wow. My brain is blanking on. Oh, Lord Windgrace. That's Windgrace. Is that the Gitrog monster there? We've got, Steve, or like a Fanatic Aranos or something like that. And Titania up here, a whole bunch of cards that are caring about, lands going to the graveyard and all that kind of stuff. Great card. And I love this poster. It's just really cool art for it. All right. So let's get into the issues here, because as I said, there is issues. It is an insanely cool, insanely awesome idea, and I really, really love that. And I want to reiterate that the art is awesome and the idea, I think, is really awesome. But there's 3 very notable issues with this. So the first one is limited quantities. Again, you are going to be waiting in the queue and praying that you get one. We have seen previously these, secret lairs sell out within minutes, right? Keep in mind that the original version of this, the 30th anniversary of this, sold out in 30 minutes and people missed out, right? Bring back print to demand, please. Please, we know you can do it. You're doing it with the charity ones, and I understand why they're doing it with the charity ones, but I don't understand why they're not doing it with all of them. It's just incredibly dumb, in my opinion, because this is the kind of thing that would make it an amazing, amazing birthday present or Christmas present for someone. And the fact that so many people are going to miss out on it is incredibly disappointing. All right. Number 2 is, along the way, you might find foil cards, or on rare occasion, Halo foil cards. That's right. Even in this box of cool cards, you're going to be gambling to get the foiling on the cards that you want. The Halo foiling is amazing, and I love that. Traditional foiling I can do without. It's hit and miss kind of thing. So you're going to be gambling on potentially getting these. The original one had 30% chance, I believe it was, for it to be a foil for the cards. And now we're going to have, on top of that, say like 5% chance that you get the Halo foiling of them. It's just disappointing. And then finally, it is $200 US. 3 years ago, it was $150. There was more cards in it because it had 30 cards instead of the 26 cards for this one. And that still sold out in 30 minutes. So yeah, it's a classic Wizards of the Coast, and I know that the people at the Wizards of the Coast don't want it to be this way, or at least, there's definitely people over there that don't want it to be this way, but it is, and it's just so disappointing because this is such an awesome, really cool idea. This is the kind of thing that I would love to buy for my brothers or something like that, to get them for like a Christmas present or something, because it'd just be really cool for them to like have this kind of countdown and stuff. But the fact that, it's print to demand, it's $200 US each. Over here in Australia, that's 300 Australian dollars. That's insane. And you get the chance of the foiling. It's just very disappointing. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Am I, overreacting or something? And again, if you are able to support, that would be really greatly appreciated because, as I said, we've got some huge money stuff that just kind of randomly come out of the blue. We're not struggling, right? We can still get past and stuff, but it just kind of gives us that cushioning to be able to kind of, do stuff. But I'd love for you guys to, just have a wonderful day. Have a great day and goodbye.